Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is July 19th, 2020. Now, before we start, gotta make sure that the audio is working. So, if anybody can just confirm the audio, I will really appreciate it. We're talking about some sports today. What's going on, Eric? Everything is good? Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. So, they finally released the official schedule for the playoffs. And, I made a video, saying that the Boston Celtics was going to go to the finals and play against the Lakers. But, since my channel got deleted, that video, I'm not able to re upload that video. But, there's a lot of things that I mentioned in that video that I'm going to, go over today again. Because I've been following the Celtics and the Lakers since the beginning of the season. And, every time that they play each other is a big tribute to not only Kobe Bryant, but also, you know, to the upcoming NBA Finals. And this is the schedule here. So, as you guys know, on July 30th, the season restarts again. And on August 17th, the playoffs start. And then the NBA Finals begins on September 30th. And they even put here that October 13th could be Game 7. And that's an interesting date, October 13th. Right? So let me show you guys why I still think that the Celtics are going to play the Lakers. I still think that the Celtics are going to the NBA Finals. Right now, the Celtics are like plus 650 to reach the NBA Finals. And they got the Milwaukee Bucks as the favorites. But, if I was you guys, I would definitely take advantage of that right now. I would invest in the Boston Celtics to go to the finals. And after I show you guys the work that I've done, I think you guys are going to be very confident in what I'm saying. So they're saying that the NBA Finals starts on September 30th, and that's a date with 79 numerology. Right? 9 plus 30 plus 20 plus 20, 79. And they got October 13th as the date scheduled for Game 7, right? So if the Celtics do play the Lakers, it could possibly go Game 7. And I think it is going to go Game 7. But notice October 13th leaves 79 days left in the year. And that's the 22nd prime number. And in the first video that I spoke about, that was the number that I was talking about the most, 22. Think about what year we're in, right? 2020, 2-2. Boston equals 22, right? But in the other video, I spoke about how Brad Stevens, who's the head coach of the Boston Celtics, notice he was born on the 22nd of October. But if he reaches the NBA Finals this year, he's going to pick up his 39th playoff victory. Right, because there's three rounds, the first round, the second round, the conference finals. So he needs to win 4 games each round. That's 12 games. He has 27 playoff victories. He wins 12 more. He'll have 39 for his career. And his name in gematria sums to 39, just like Kemba Walker. And the NBA Finals is on September 30th, which is a day with 39 numerology. 9 plus 30, 39. And notice how he was born on October 22nd. The NBA Finals starts 22 days before his birthday. All right. And the star player for the Celtics is this two. It's Jason Tatum and it's Kemba Walker. Jason Tatum is 22 years old. And from the finals to his 23rd birthday, the finals starts 22 weeks on the nose before his birthday. And Kemba Walker born May 8th. The finals is 220 days before his birthday. For another 22. And again, Boston is 22. And basketball is 22. And if you guys remember, the year opened with David Stern dying, right? David is 22. Stern is 22, right? He opened up the year 2020 by passing away, right? 2020. And in the other video, I brought up that the fact that he became the commissioner in 1984, which is an important number. I'm gonna speak about that number a lot in this video. But 1984, the Celtics won the championship versus the Lakers. And notice who the Celtics played in the Eastern Conference Finals. They played the Bucks, and they beat the Bucks 4-1 to advance to the NBA Finals, and then play the Lakers and beat them in 7 games. So I'm thinking like, the same thing that happened in 1984 can happen again this year. And speaking of 84, I don't know if you guys remember the work that I did on Jack Welch, who was the CEO of General Electric. Notice he died on March 1st, 2020, which means he died 213 days before the start of the NBA Finals, and the NBA Finals sums to 213. And he's the CEO of General Electric, which sums to 74. And of course, this year is the 74th NBA season. He died 213 days before the start of the finals. But think about it. And Jack Welch died at the age of 84. So here we are talking about the year 1984 when the Celtics beat the Lakers. They defeated the Bucks. And here we are in 2020, and the same thing can happen again. Right? The Celtics can defeat the Bucks to advance to the finals, and then play the Lakers in 7 games. And I think that this year I think it'll be the opposite. Instead of the Celtics winning in 7, I think the Lakers are gonna win in 7. Because when you write out Celtics, it sums to 46, and LeBron James, who is 3-6 NBA Finals, he can improve to 4-6 by beating the Celtics. And again, Boston is 22. Think about it. If he wins in Game 7, Game 7 is on October 13th, but they leave in 79 days left in the year, which is the 22nd prime number. Boston is 22, just like basketball, right? David Stern, the commissioner who began his career in 1984. Stern and David is 22. Right? He opened up 2020 by dying. And again, the reason General Electric matters to the Celtics is because they wear their patch on their uniform. Jack Welch was the CEO of General Electric, and he died this year. General Electric is 74, like how we are in the 74th NBA season. And I've been I've been tracking the Celtics and the Lakers since the beginning of the season. If you notice, this post was on February 29th that I made this post. And the first game that I was tracking was when the Celtics improved to 23-8. And think about those numbers. Those are the numbers that Kemba Walker wears and LeBron James wears, right? But that's also Kobe Bryant's birthday, August 23rd, 23-8. And on 12/31, a day before David Stern's death, the Celtics improved to 23-8. And that was 156 days before the start of the original NBA Finals on June 4th. And I mentioned how Boston Celtics was 156, right? Kobe Bryant died 156 days after his birthday. And the NBA Finals was scheduled to be on the 156th day of the year. But the first time that the Lakers played the Celtics this year was on January 20th. And that was the first game that Kemba Walker won against LeBron James. Remember, he was 0-28. He picked up his first victory this game. We spoke about how, the number 128 is important to Kemba Walker because he was born on May 8th, which is the 128th day of the year. And this game was 257 days after his birthday, and Los Angeles Lakers is 257. So that was a big tribute to Kemba Walker. He was 1-28. The guy born on the 128th day of the year. The second game was on February 23rd, and this was a big Kobe Bryant tribute, right? This was after his death on 2-2-3. The Celtics lost this game. Notice they stayed with 39 victories. You know, again, if Brad Stevens goes to the finals, he's gonna pick up his 39th. He's gonna pick up his 39th playoff victory for his career. And I'm noticing that they got 17 losses. You know, NBA is 17. The Celtics have 17 NBA championships. So this will be perfect because now the Lakers, who have 16 NBA championships, they can tie the Celtics by picking up their 17. Big number, 17. NBA is 17. But you guys remember this game, right? It was in the third quarter with 2 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock. The score was 81-81. Of course, Kobe beat Brian Sums to 81. He's famous for scoring 81 points. His memorial was on 224. Kobe Bryant equals 224. There was 8 total timeouts left. Like he wore the number 8. And this game, you know, Jason Tatum even scored 41 points. And think about that date, February 23rd, right? 223, which is the 48th prime number. And when you write out the NBA Finals, it sums to 48. So on 223, we had a NBA Finals preview. But I think the nail in the coffin is the fact that Jack Welch died on March 1st. And being that now they have the official NBA start date, the NBA Finals start date, which is 9:30. 9:30, right? 3-9. I think that this is definitely the nail in the coffin. 213 days before the finals, he passes away. The CEO of General Electric. And notice September 30th leaves 92 days left in a year. Walker equals 92, right? Kemba Walker's surname. His surname sums to 92. You know, the one thing I worried about is that Bucks do equal 79. The NBA final starts on the day with 79 numerology. But I think that there's too many other things that are strong enough for me to feel confident about the Celtics. You know, like the death of Jack Welch, the fact that General Electric sums at 74, and you know, being that David Stern died on January 1st. Notice from his death to the start of the NBA Finals, it's 39 weeks. Just like Brad Stevens, just like Kemba Walker, 39 weeks on the nose. And even this, look at this, right? So the last time that the Celtics played the Lakers was on February 23rd, which was 220 days before the start of the NBA Finals for another 22. Basketball, Boston, 22. It's a lot of 22s, you know. And we are in 2020. Brad Stevens named some to 39. Of course, that's the New York number. Kemba Walker's from New York. And then the NBA Finals starts on a day with 39 numerology. I mean, it's just too perfect. You know, I know a lot of you like other teams. Like, you know, a lot of people keep telling me about the Milwaukee Bucks. But funny because Milwaukee Bucks, it sums to 222 like Wuhan coronavirus. So I'm thinking like maybe one of the star players gets the coronavirus and then somehow they get bumped in the playoffs. You imagine? Because they do have that 222 gematria. We've seen that number all year. But yeah. So I still like the Celtics. Yeah, I still like them. There's a few things that I wonder about. You know, because you know being that Giannis, he does have that 12/6 birthday, like the day that Kobe died. Right? He was born December 6th. Kobe died on January 26th. His name Giannis sounds like Kobe's daughter. I know. I mean, I'm aware of all that stuff, but to me, Jack Welch's passing on March 1st, it's enough for me to feel very confident about the Boston Celtics, even though they are plus 650, which it's pretty high odds. They'll definitely pay a lot of money if you guys invest in them now. So yeah, so right now they're six plus 650, which means if you bet $100, you'll win $650. And I'm definitely, again, I'm all in with the Boston Celtics, unless I would have to see them eliminated for me to, you know, go against them. But yeah, 213 is a big number because I don't know if you guys remember last year, Drake. The NBA Finals was a riddle around Drake. Like I mentioned, all those videos is deleted, so I can't point people to the videos that I made. But I made a video last year showing how the NBA Finals was synced up with Drake's music and his career. It was all about Drake. The Raptors last year, they clinched the playoffs 213 days before his birthday. This is a big number, 213. You know, whenever you see this number come up, you can bank it. And the word death equals 213 as well. So yeah, so good luck to everybody. I'm gonna start decoding. I already put up the baseball picks on Patreon. If you guys want daily NBA picks, I'm gonna leave a link in the comment section to the Patreon. I'm gonna be decoding every single basketball game this season, every single one, starting on July 30th. We was killing them before the NBA was suspended. And for one more 79, I just noticed that Orlando is up here. Orlando equals 79, the 22nd prime. And that's where these games are going to be played at, right? Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to be decoding every single game. I put up two baseball picks for Thursday's games. So if you guys are interested in MLB picks, I tell people this all the time. I'm very honest. We're not gonna go. We're not gonna hit every single game every single day. I try my best, and whenever I put out a pick, I leave all the notes there. Sometimes, for example, that last Saturday, there's certain events, certain fights, certain games that are double sided, and again, we have to pick one. We can't. If there's two opponents, we can't say, "Oh, I like both." Right? It doesn't make any sense. That's not betting. So in certain cases, when the riddles is too tight, and I'm forced to pick one, I'm always gonna pick whatever I believe is gonna be the strongest one. And sometimes those picks don't hit. Like for example, that last Saturday, we had the main event in the UFC fights. It was a big 29 riddle with him, and I really thought the 29 was gonna play, and it didn't. Instead, of his opponent became 19-1 on 18-7, which is the Society of Jesus numbers, right? Those of you on the Patreon know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you've been following me, then you know that we are more accurate than not. If we, for example, on a 7-day week, we'll definitely hit 5 out of 7. We're not gonna go. It's not like I go, 3 out of the 7-day week without hitting. But like I don't hit 3 days out of the 7-day week. I'm very consistent. I don't give out a lot of picks. I'll give out 2 to 3 picks a day, the most. I'll try to get the best riddles out there with the best odds. but we're not always gonna go perfect, and people have to understand that. And it's always best to review and verify everything that I put out. Don't just assume that if I say that September 30th have 79 dating neurology, don't assume that that's true. Do the math yourself. Open up a calculator and say, he said nine. He said September 30th has not 79 dating neurology. Let's see if it's true, and then you add it up yourself. And then you say, oh, you know what? Simple Truth was right. September 30th does have 79 dating numerology. So just verify everything. Make sure that I'm on point. And if I'm not, you can leave a comment and let me know. Listen, you made a mistake here. What about this riddle? Don't you feel stronger about this? And a lot of people do that, and I appreciate that because I'm not perfect, but I try my best to be as accurate as possible because I know a lot of you are investing real money into these games. And I want to make you guys the most money. It's that simple. So that's all I have. Good luck for those of you doing any future bets. Whenever the NBA final comes around or any championship game, I always give it out on YouTube for free. It's the day-to-day games where I put on Patreon. Day-to-day games, you're going to make way more money than just betting on one championship game. Because you're betting every single day. And I'm telling you, if I'm lying, then you can easily unsubscribe. People wouldn't be supporting me if I was lying. I'm guaranteeing you, when you join the Patreon, you're gonna hit at least 4 to 5 parlays a day. A week. It's been proven. Before the season was suspended, I literally went like 22-1. And again, those videos are deleted. But those of you on the Patreon know that this is a fact. 22-1. Who else does that? Find me a handicap in Vegas that goes 22-1. Nobody. It's literally almost impossible. And on March 11th, we hit the Hornets to beat the Miami Heat, and it was like 17-point underdogs. But yeah. So good luck, everybody, and hopefully you guys benefit from this information. If you guys, when the Celtics reached the finals and you guys made all that money, you can always put back in where you got the information from. Always send a tip, send some gratitude, because I'm trying to build something here. This is why I'm giving out free content. But a lot of you, you pocket the money and just say, and then watch the next video without investing. This stuff costs money, These microphones, these lights, these internet service, all this stuff costs money. And I'm trying to go into a studio where I can really, be presentable and have real interviews with people and just look very professional. But if people don't invest in this work, then it's not going to really go nowhere, But yeah, so LS says that I'm inconsistent. All right, that's your opinion. I'm not here to prove anything. I'm not here to prove anything to you, LS. You're obviously a hater, but all right, let's see if it's true. Maybe I am inconsistent. I don't. Again, I'm not gonna prove anything to you. Those people on the Patreon know. Doesn't matter. People are making hella money. Would you like to? Forget it. I was gonna show you something, but you're not worth it, because you're not saying things that are accurate. Alphanumeric, yeah, he knows. The Hornets was sick, yeah, so he's definitely on Patreon. He knows. See, people like that know. The Hornets was 17-point underdogs, and we caught that. It was like a plus. Oh man, what was it? Like a plus 350. But shout out to LS for your efforts. Hello?
What's up, Simple Truth? Yeah, I'm watching your live stream right now, dude. Dude, increase the price of your Patreon, man, because, dude, there's so much value in your sports picks and the people are, cheap shotting you, man. Like, there's people that are probably making big money off of you, and I'm going to start sports betting here. I'm going to sign up for your Patreon and start sports betting here when the NBA season rolls around, dude. Because you were insanely accurate, 22-1 before, the lockdown and stuff, dude. And like, I've been telling people about you, and they've been signing up, and they can't wait until it starts rolling around again, man. So increase your price, man. Don't sell yourself short.
I'm gonna keep it at 10. I got it at $10 starting this August, and I'm not gonna make it any higher than that because I want people to be able to afford it. I don't want. I mean, I'm not trying to get rich off this. I'm trying to help people, and I'm trying to build a studio. That's all. That's all. That's what my goal is. I think that $10 is it's pretty affordable, and that's all I really ask for people. I don't really. There's a lot of handicappers that charge $100 and $150 a month. I will never charge that. I will never charge that. No. But
Right
I do
on,
appreciate your words, man. I appreciate it, man. And hopefully you join us and make some money off this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you think I was looking it up as the live stream's going on? Do you think Bovada is a good one sports bet?
I've never betted online. I usually just walk into the casinos and bet. But a lot of people do use Bovada, and some people use 5 dimes. So you can try either or. I've never done it myself, so. But
Gotcha.
yeah, people do.
Right.
I know people who have used Bovada before though.
All right, sounds good, man. Keep up the great work.
Appreciate you. Thanks a lot.
All right, peace out.
Last year when I had the Raptors to win the championship, a lot of people kept trolling me and saying that I didn't know what I was doing, that I should retire from doing this. And then the Raptors won the championship, and then I've never seen those people again. I don't know what happened to them. Maybe they died, but because I want to do a video on their deaths. But you guys are keep trolling me. I mean, what does it matter? I'm not consistent. I mean, what do you call consistent? 22-1 is not consistent. Would you want me to be 23-0? I mean, that's all right. Maybe I'm not consistent because I didn't go 23-0. But again, I'm gonna end the video there. I don't want to feed into the negative energy. But good luck to everybody. Thank you everybody for your support. Thank you everybody who contributes every single day in the live stream. I really appreciate it. And I'll be back later on today if anything else comes up and I have to review it. So, the Raptors odds? Oh man. I mean, remember they was down 0-2 to the Bucks. Everybody had the Bucks going to the finals. Just like how they got the Bucks going to the finals this year. Yeah, the odds was, man. And not only the Raptors. I brag about the Raptors. What about the Nationals? Remember, I had the Nationals as well. The Nationals equals 105. They won 105 games. We also had the Chiefs this year, 222. Andy Reid picked up his 222nd victory of his career on 2-2-2. We also had the Patriots when they beat the Rams, right? Tom Brady picked up his 6th ring 6 months before his birthday. We've been nailing all these championship games. It's undeniable stuff. But the Raptors was underdogs every single game. I don't remember the odds of that. I mean, I could probably look it up. Raptors odds to win. Milwaukee is the only undefeated team remaining in the NBA, and the 7-0 performance has the team listed at 35-1 to win a championship. Heading into the season, the squad was 101 to win it all. The Raptors have also improved to 14-1 to win the title before the season, then to 9-1. That's before the season. So, but yeah, I don't know what their odds was, but it was pretty high. Every game there was like 8 point. You can't. It got to a point where you couldn't even money line the Raptors. That's how much of an underdog it was. I was telling people to money line the Raptors, and they couldn't. You had to take them with the points. Every game there was underdogs by like 10 points. Yes, LS. I was wrong about the sports the UFC fight. I was. Anything else? I just explained why I was wrong. So I'm 22-2. But thanks everybody, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day.